Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Second down, here's an option right. Nifty move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Off play action. Weston. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Spicer, it's caught by Sanders. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Operating from the gun. Spicer. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense. And they take it downfield and score.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, Walden. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers at 7-5 now in the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Looking to throw on second down. Spicer.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, there's the option going left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense get.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And now out come the Steelers.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time. It leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They run for it with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Weston. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Weston. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
On 1st and 10, Weston. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Off the play fake. Weston. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And out now come the Eagles.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Spicer. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Kene Nwangu, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are back within a score.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Spicer steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off play action. Weston.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Slot man moves right.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Second down and 3.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on first down. Weston.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Looking to throw. Weston. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And some room to run now. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
final shot before break. Weston, he's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Spicer. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. It's a second down run with Sanders.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Over the man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. On first down, Weston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Weston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Weston. That's into a crowd and intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, this is Harris. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Weston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Completes this one to Pickens. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. What a difference when he was. Last week he had over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 26, Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Spicer. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Tackled by Avonte Maddox from the 47. It's 2nd and 5.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Off play action. Weston out to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Weston. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll look to throw again. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, Walden, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Weston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Weston, flush to his right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Spicer. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
Throwing after the interception. Spicer. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Spicer.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Credit good coverage there in the pass breakup to Pat Surtain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Spicer. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The slot man in motion right. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On third down, Weston. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. A minute 50 to play. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Spicer flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Off the play fake. Spicer. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's complete to Brown.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.